Okay, I'd like to officially welcome all of you to another one of our opportunity meetings that we do every Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're so excited about everything going on. It's explosive, right, Paul Thompson, what we're doing?
You bet.
I love it. Okay. Anyway, so we just got done watching a video about getting a line of credit. So this is how we're going to move forward going into the future. Okay. And the programmer is almost done. Now, I say almost, that doesn't necessarily mean a day. It could mean a week. It depends on debugging. When we build something, we've always got it to debug, and that could also take a few days. But anyway, we're close. Maybe within a week, we'll have the whole line of credit thing set up. So in the meantime, a lot of people are very excited about being here today because they're getting paid to be here, and they're getting paid in a real coin that's on the market. It's got real value, $50 for just being here. And we do this in all of our trainings. We do 2 trainings a week on Mondays and Thursdays. Uh, for those people that can get on a call at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it works out well for Asia. It works out well for the American continent. Okay. But those people in Africa and those people in Europe may find it difficult to be here at that time. So starting yesterday, we had our very first UK training, and the UK training is going to be taking place on in English on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and in French on Sundays at 8 p.m. UK time. So now paid training is being offered around the world, convenient to everyone at a time convenient for them all around the world. So that's a lot of paid training all through the week. We got Monday, Tuesday twice. We've got um, Thursday and Saturday and Sunday. So all those days are covered for you to come in and pick up $50 of PFG, which you can use as collateral on our lending website. And then you can get into the PML coin, which is more liquid, it's more available to sell, although we do say sell gently. Okay. Use it like a savings account, not like an ATM, because we want you to maximize just how much value you get out of all the coins that you accumulate. And with rising prices on all of our coins, you don't want to miss out on that by by selling too soon. Okay, so all right, so let me share my screen and we'll kind of jump into our. We're going to jump into the lending website first. Okay. Before I do that, I'm going to go to the pool funding website first, actually. Let me go to the pool funding website first. So soon enough, what's going to happen here is people will be using this link here. So right now, this is what happens when you share this link, okay? And it's going to change, okay? Right now, when you share the link to join, it comes here where it's talking about taking advantage of a powerful business opportunity where we provide the funding to get started. And that's been our approach up until now. This page is going to change. This is going to change into our DD line of credit. DD standing for double dip. And what do we mean by double dip? It's this poster here we're referring to. So when we talk about DD, it's double dip for twice the fun. Be a borrower to pick up free money, and then be a lender to double that money. And so you get the experience of both. And then we're doing it in such a way that a person can come in without any money out of their pocket day one. Okay, no money out of pocket day one, and they'll end up getting a um, uh, their sign up process will result in three things. Okay, one, two, three. They're going to be signed up for the pool funding website, this one here. They're going to get signed up for the lending website, this one here. And they're also going to get the full double dip experience, all completely automated. So they really don't have to do anything except for sign up. If they sign up, they'll actually have the whole experience. And then as a borrower, they'll be asked to pay back their loans that they took out with the line of credit after 30 days. So they got up to 30 days to do that. They basically got to purchase about $400 of a PML coin in order to pay off the lender. But the lender is protected because in the case of a borrower defaulting, they don't pay back the loan, then the lender will get paid by the supplier. That'd be yours truly, me. I've got plenty of coin to do that. So I would pay back the lender, ensuring that the lender experiences doubling their money no matter what. So there's no risk for someone to join us. We hope they catch on to the idea they're actually going to get free money by paying off their loan, and then the original 200 that they got on the front end, which they used to get loans to make loans as an to be a lender, they can use that 200. That's actually going to result in them getting about if they do everything right with the rebate, they end up with about $800. Okay, so they come up with $400 and they end up with $800 at the end of the 2-month process of being a part of the double dip experience. Okay, if they do it right. If not, they still end up with probably $400. So they come out ahead either way. So it's not just a no risk opportunity, it's a guaranteed win, right? One where, regardless whether they default or not. But
Connected.
got some, all right, share my screen again. So, regardless of what happens, they're going to come out winning. Okay. And the idea is that we want people to succeed financially. We've got all the bases covered here as far as, services that you can participate in, including paid training. So, for those of you that are on the distribution list, not hard to get on there, by the way. You just want to connect with one of our executives, and then they'll take you through a short interview process, and they'll make sure that you understand what we're doing here. And if you do understand, then they'll go ahead and get you, all situated where you'll be added to the distribution list, and then you can come into these trainings and opportunity meetings every week and accumulate coin, $50 at a time, which then you could use as collateral on the lending website you see right here. And as you use that as collateral, then you can take out a loan and you literally end up with free money at the end of the process. Okay. So it's a win all the way around for new people, for existing people. And ultimately what you want to do is if you treat this like a savings account, if you treat the PML coin, by the way, here's the logo for the PML coin. So our logo for the PML coin is this. And what is the significance of this? Well, this is the lender. This is the borrower. So the lender is providing the borrower $50, and the borrower ultimately, through their activity, is going to pay back $100. So the lender lends 50, and then the lender gets 100. So they double their money. Okay. And that's guaranteed, even if the borrower defaults. Okay, no matter what. Now, currently there's a little bug in the system. We're working that out, but it shouldn't be much longer. It should be worked out today. So don't worry. If you've seen a bug, it's being worked on. Okay. All right. But regardless, the system works. It's working beautifully. If you go to the lender pipeline here, you can see that I've already taken out a whole bunch of loans, maybe about 20, 25 loans here. Okay. Or I put out 20, 25, I've created 25 loan offers. Okay. And I've already been paid on these first three. Here's that bug I was talking about. We're working on it. That was actually a default, so that will get paid as soon as it gets, as soon as it gets debugged. And then you see, so people are paying a bit early because here this one is 2.5 days, and they're all in order. So this one's got 2.5 more days, to make their payment, and then that would be paid off. So obviously these guys have paid early, 5 days, 7.5 days. These guys have paid early, uh, 11 days, and so on. Here's one that paid really early. Okay. So it's got 27 days. Okay. And up, I used to have a stack here of open loans. I used to have like 12 of them here, but we've been moving much fast on borrowers coming in, borrowing four at a time out of this list here, out of that list there, they're taking four at a time. So we're moving through these much quicker now. So yeah, I'm down to three now, and I took out another one today. I did another loan today, guaranteed double money. So if you take a look at the potential here, if we allow you to take out, make one loan offer per day. So that means you can lend $50 out every day, knowing that 30 days later, you're going to get 30 days from the time that your loan is picked up by a borrower, you're going to get $100 back, guaranteed. Okay. So knowing that you're going to double your money, even if a person had very little to start with, let's say a person only had $65 that they could come in, they need $5 to cover the transaction fees. They need $10 to pay for their monthly access fee to the website as a lender. And then the remaining $50, they can put that to work on one loan. They can get $100 for that. They can take that $100 and get two loans and then get 200 back for that, and so on. And they keep doubling until they reach the maximum, which is 1,500. And then that literally they could be creating a $1,500 monthly income by simply clicking, three times on a website, once a day. So within seconds, you can make $50 a day. And if you do that every day, that works out to be $1,500 monthly. And even a person that starts small, they could just compound it. They can compound the growth of their savings account. That's the way I like to look at it. And then also the rising price of the coin, you're really benefiting in multiple ways by just, letting it compound and grow in value, appreciate. And then you get to a point where you've got $1,500 a month coming in as income. And then when we get to the point of price stability, which happens sooner than later, taking $1,500 out each month shouldn't be a problem for those people that are in that position to do that. They have that much coming in. So everybody else that's less than that should be not taking anything out, just let it compound. So that means only a few people are taking it out, because the ones that have achieved the point of having at least $1,500, uh, more than they need per month, to continue, duplicating this process every month. They would, that would be the smaller group between the people that are coming in, building versus the people that have matured, and now they're cashing out their 1,500 every month. So that's what it's going to turn into. Okay. And this line of credit is just going to make things go even faster. We expect, I have the expectation at this point, even though there's only, September, October, November, and December left in the year. With the time remaining, I feel like we can get our numbers up to over 1 million people, okay, to take advantage of this. And you can see right here that over 1,000 have taken advantage of it already, okay? So we're at 1,018 right now. So that means 1,017 have taken out a loan. We expect that to be well over 1 million before the end of the year. Okay. So this is very, very exciting. And there's a number of reasons people want to join us, but probably the most important reason would be that people have needs, financial needs that are real. And we're here to meet all those needs. People do have a need to save. Okay. Well, how would you like to have a savings account that doubles your savings monthly? Okay. That's what we got here. People have a need to get out of debt. Okay. Well, we have with our pool funding system a way for you to accumulate enough, positive cash flow that you could end up getting out of debt probably within less than a year. And people have a need for cash flow. They need money to put food on the table. They need money to pay for the roof over their head and all the other things. And then in addition to that, people have a desire for an improved lifestyle. They want their lifestyle to be better than what it is today. All that can come true. All that can happen with our system in less than a year. That's not a long time. We can take everything you've ever hoped for and make it come true. But is it going to happen without training? Hell no. That's not going to happen without training. And so we know how important training is. We know it's so important that we're willing to pay you to show up and get trained. What do you guys think about that? That's how important
Heck
training is.
yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, that's
Love it.
the right thing. Okay. All right. Well, that's my presentation for you today. So now you've learned about the DDLOC, double dip line of credit, which is how we're going to go into the world, moving forward and say, this is what we're leading with. We're leading with the DDLOC. And then from there, we can talk about giveaways and more giveaways. We have a $777 giveaway. We got a $3,000 a month giveaway. We got some fantastic stuff to accelerate you, so that you can get to where your financial goals are very quickly. Now, I happen to be living in the Philippines. My wife is Filipino. Um, I met her back in 2012, and I've decided to stay here. When you get to a nice sunny place like the Philippines, and it's just a great country to be, you know, and all this beautiful scenery and nature as it is here. I've fallen in love with the country, along with the wonderful family that I get to be a part of here, being with her and her family. And so I've been here the entire time. Okay. I've been in the Philippines since 2012. Now, of course, it's a travel hub. I don't stay in the Philippines. I'm constantly flying around. The last time I left the country, I went to Europe. I went to Hungary to go visit one of our wells. We have wells inside of pool funding. And so Mary, in Hungary, she's on her way back to California right now. But yeah, we had a nice visit. Spent some time with her. Got some real Hungarian sausage while I was there, the real deal. We took pictures of it and shared that with you guys. And so yeah, so I travel a lot. I travel a whole lot. So the Philippines is a great place just as a hub, just to kind of go all over the world. And if you're a well, I'm probably going to come see you too, right? So just to make sure you understand that there's a value in becoming a well. Only about 60 or 70 or 80 of you are going to ever be a well, and take money to do it, right? So if you want to be a well, you're gonna have to pony up some money to be a well and to stay a well. But ultimately, you'll have my attention, and I want to come see you. We have our very first well meeting. We're having that on Friday. So for those of you that got the invitation, be sure to show up to that. Right? It's for wells only. Okay. Uh, we have some pretty important stuff to discuss. All right. So you have the full deal here. You don't have to go anywhere else. You don't have to jump into another opportunity. We got everything you need right here. We have so much that we're offering. I don't think you're going to find anything close to it in the world. There's plenty of things out there to take your money and give you nothing back in return. That's not us, but there's lots of stuff like that. You got to watch out for that. No, when you come here, you found a home, you found a family, you found a place that you can belong. You'll find that you'll make more friends being a part of our organization than you probably will in any other organization in the world. Is that a true statement, y'all? Is it true?
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely true. Definitely.
So,
Yes, yes,
and we're about love, right?
yes.
we're about love. We're about being good to one another. And so many other organizations are filled with fear and greed and other things that are kind of nasty. And that's not us, you know. We offer some big opportunities, but I realized this a long time ago, especially after I became a millionaire the first time. Okay. That it's good to possess a lot of money. It is good. Think about that. It's good to possess a lot of money. It's not
Yes.
good for money to possess you. That's not good. Okay. So make sure you get that straight because you'll have a much happier life if you got it straight. Okay. It's good to possess, but don't be possessed. Okay. That's how it should be. And you'll find that if you do it right, you'll use the money that comes through to you in a positive way for you, your family, and the world that you live in. And you'll be a spring of abundance that will just shower those nearby with with money because of you existing and being a part of that abundance. So that's what we're creating here is a system that spreads abundance. And my hope and dream for humanity is to end poverty, that we can get that social class to just come to an end. Not by killing all the poor people, by the way. No, but by changing their mind. See if we can change the minds of the poor people in the world and help them see that it's a choice. And with the tools and the opportunities that we provide, it's a clear choice that you can make. Just join us, be a part of what we're doing, and you don't have to be poor. It literally is just a choice. And you just got to go along with what we're doing and learn from what we're doing, apply what we're doing, believe in what we're doing, and then that choice will turn out to create a life of wealth and abundance where maybe there wasn't any before, right? That'd be a big change for a lot of people financially to move out of a poverty class into a high class and be living the abundant life that they should have lived from birth anyway. Should have been a birthright. We came to this place because it is abundant. Okay. Look around, you know, this earth is full of abundance. Okay. There's no reason why any one of us in humanity should ever be living without abundance because it's part of the nature of where we're at. But, for one reason or another, people have been, brainwashed to think a certain way, and we need to change that. We need to change the way that we think so that everybody can enjoy abundance and there's no need for poverty in the world, right? The world would be much better off if there was no such thing as poverty. It'd be a much better world. Okay.
Everybody could eat.
Yeah. So thank you there. All right.
Yeah.
At this point, I do like to open it up to I do want to open up this to some of our members that maybe have been here with us to kind of share what their experience has been like being a part of pool funding. And then from there, if there's anybody new that's got a question for me, well, I am the creator, I am the founder of all this. So you got me live on a Zoom call. We're recording it even, so feel free to ask me anything if you're a brand new person. So who would like to go first? Who would like to share their experience with pool funding first? Paul's turning his camera on. Would you like to go first, Paul?
Yeah, sure.
All right, good.
Yeah,
Paul's out of the UK, by the way.
yeah. One of the things that I'm finding is that a lot of people that we might approach with something like this can tend to be the kind of people who are looking for what's often described as a side hustle.
Mhm.
And so they treat it like any other side hustle that they might join, and people have a tendency to join side hustle after side hustle after side hustle. and not really get anywhere with them at all. And that, I think, is something that we need to be aware of, because full funding is not a side hustle. It's something much greater, much deeper, much more significant, really, than just a side hustle. So, yeah, I won't go too far into expanding that because you're much better at that than I am. But yeah, just to make that point, this is not a side hustle. So people need to respond to it in a different way, and we need to approach people with it in a different way, more, in my experience, in an educational sort of way, rather than just as a way of making extra money. There we go.
All right, appreciate that. So you're right. And in fact, we keep kind of morphing into a better and better and better offer. So what I intend to do is create a course, because I think education is the word we want to underline here. Because what we're doing is so unique, we really do need people to be educated on every little nuance of what we're doing. And by providing them a course where they could, take little quizzes, make sure they understand things properly, all that. And probably attach some rewards, for completing the course and all that. But that's kind of where we're going to be going soon. We'll have right now we got a whole bunch of videos to watch. That's good, but it's not quite what I would call a course yet. And that's where we're going to be going anyway. We'll turn this into a course, and people will realize that they're starting an educational journey from day one when they come be a part of us. That we're here to turn their life around financially wherever they're at. They could be here, we'll take them there. They could be here, we could take them there. They could be way down here, we'd take them there. Wherever they're at, we're going to take them up. They need to be educated to do that. This isn't just another thing to jump into and then jump onto the next thing after this and all that. That'll keep a person, a poor person poor. Jumping. You don't really get much accomplished by a lack of focus. All right, so Miki out of Montana, how are you
Yeah,
today?
hello. How are you? Hello, my name is
Fantastic.
My name is Miki or Mi Park. I live in Montana. At the moment I'm working as a housekeeper, but this job is great because I can sing, I can talk. Right before this job, I used to be a search secretary. I was never be available like this, but this really amazing opportunity for me to get involved. Um, with me, I've been only involved with this for 4 months, but I've been kind of watching carefully how these people are. And I just realized that the genuineness and the sincerity of my sponsor, thank you so much, Richard, in New Zealand. And then I got introduced to Ace and his heart of abundance and then loving kindness to be able to help people. That really touches my heart. And yes, education. And right before this program, I was trying to look for a way to make income. I lost a lot of money, all my extra money I got into debt. And then I just wanted to, I never ever get involved in this kind of thing. But because of the gentleness and the loving kindness, I got involved, and especially with PML. And then when I heard, Ace, there was no lie, there's no exaggeration, there's only pure faithfulness in his speaking. So okay, I'm gonna, somehow get extra money, whatever. So whatever I have, something I send to him, and then he doubly blessed me, to be honest with you. And then now, because I really wanted to focus because my husband is now cancer. He is out of work and we have only one income. I just wanted to focus because I need to have some kind of income coming in. And then within even not even it didn't take me even 1 month to take that to get to that level. So now, whole August, every single day I was able to loan out, and then such a security and safety and feeling that, oh yeah, I will never be in lack anymore. Never. This is I have to keep on working because, I have to work, I have to get the insurance, but I have income passively coming in. I know for sure. And that truly gives me such a security and confidence. I don't have to be desperate. I don't have to be hungry or whatever. I feel like I'm on the path to abundance. And I'm not a recruiter actually. I used to be before, but I made some money, but I made a lot of people hurt. So and then all my time was exhausted and energy was just jacked. So I never wanted to be in network marketing anymore. But this now I feel like I need to start talking about this on a in an aggressive way like before, so that my username is Master Builder because I was used to be before, but because of my past hurt experiences, I lost my heart. But now I'm regaining hope. I'm regaining dream, vision, and so that I can be a resource just like Ace to everyone. That's it. Thank
All
you.
right, Mika, what a wonderful testimony. We appreciate you so much. And I'm so happy that you're now at the point where you have no problem going forward making $1,500 a month just from the lending platform. Click, click,
Yeah.
click, and you're done for the day.
Yes.
Every day, just
Yes.
do that. And then you're going to have $1,500 a month coming in just from that simple exercise every day. That's a great foundation, but I'm not
Mhm.
going to stop with you until you're a millionaire. Okay. So I'm going to make you a
Yeah.
millionaire. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, good job, Miki. All right, so we've also got Casey out of New Zealand. Nope, she's just giving me a heart. Okay. Hunter, you want to add something to this? Oh, wait, we got Rosie too. Let's go with Rosalie. Rosalie, go ahead.
Hi, good morning, everyone from Philippines. So I'm here now giving you a statement as a Filipino people with Sir Ace in the Philippines. Okay, so I started. I really salute what Sir Ace said that we need education. Right. I when I start in Paul funding way back 2024, I don't know. Nobody will answer about me. What is my question actually? Only Ace can answer me. So what I did is I go for a training on a video. That's how we start before. So at that time, I really loved the Complan at that time. So I'm very eager, although still nobody can answer me. Then I still what I did is I go for an onboarding so that I can get more knowledge about it. So I try, even though my English is not so good, it's fine as long as they can understand me. Because my purpose is I need education about it. Because if I don't have education, I cannot, or knowledge in pool funding, I cannot share that to the people. And maybe you know that I'm one of the a big unit in the Philippines, but although they are very stubborn also, but what's that the team are growing, but some of them although I cannot force them to go for a Zoom training, but it's fine as long as I can teach what's that the leader that they have or the sponsor that they have. But of course I really love when Ace before answering my question in one-on-one, my first one-on-one on him. I really love the complaint, and I'm very happy even though I start at $1 at that time because we are only in $1 at $10. But I said your $100 will not be complete without $1. So that's my that's my thinking. So I better start in $1 until um we get stopped and go back again. So the $100 is coming in, and I get a problem because I don't have money. Because at that time when I joined Paul Funding, I was so broke. I'm a former senior sales director in One Cosmetics, but of course when I joined another business in my life, I was down because of the pandemic. So I don't know what to do, and I'm so blessed because I asked God that give me a platform that there is no scam anymore because I'm so tired being scammed. So pool funding, I said, oh, a very nice comp plan. So why not? But it's of course same as you guys. We don't know that it's hard to share also, but just keep continue and continue because we can get that. Now I'm happy because even though we are not allowed a lot of people under us, but earning like an 800 to 1,000 is in the Philippines is very nice in monthly, you know. If you are earning $800 to $1,000 a month, wow. As Sir A said that if you are earning 1,500 a month, they will say that we are rich, but I'm not that part. But I'm happy because what's I earn, and then my son also are earning. So I'm very happy because he have his own savings also. He have his own PML also. So he knows how to save also. He knows how to loan also, giving a loan for now. So as influencer with the family, so that's I'm doing. So I'm very happy because I met um, full funding, even some of my members are bringing me down because of their negativity, but I'm still keep on continue, and I try to let them continue also, but sometimes they go stop and going back again. So I'm happy some of them are going back again now, and maybe I can say that okay, I can keep them, but for those who are delinquent member, it's fine that they are not already here. So that's my experience here, guys. And I hope that even you are poor, but if you are thinking that this privilege or this group can help you, let's continue. Now I'm earning like my loan is a little small, not so big, not so huge or what, but still I can say I have my son, I have my own also. So he have their own, so I have my own. So that's how we have an income. So thank you to Sir Ace, and thank you because you motivate us every time we have a meeting. Thank you very much. And I hope some Filipinos here will be motivate also. And that's because of we have ano guys, not because we have hindi dahil may ano tayo, may bayad sa pag-training, mag-join tayo. So that's for the Filipinos, right? So,
All right.
okay.
Thank you, Rosalie.
Thank you, sir.
Well, that was a mouthful. So I really resonate with the fact that she said at one point she was praying for the right opportunity. It's like a daily occurrence for me to hear someone say that. Okay. Imagine that. Being a creator or founder of something, and then people telling you, they were praying for the right opportunity, and then they discovered what we're doing, and then they feel like they found that answer to that prayer. So I think we're an answer to a lot of prayers here, and we want that to be true for humanity, because we are that kind of an opportunity. We're here for the people. All right, Hunter. Okay, your turn, buddy. Go ahead.
All right, so people were talking about me in the comments, so I gotta say something. But anyway, it's definitely a good thing that we're going to try and focus on education here, because that absolutely is the most important aspect of anything you could do in crypto. And I've been involved in crypto in 14 years. And I can tell you that you can have the most secure wallet there is, but the human is the weakest link in that system, always. And that's why I've also been trying to help out with that education by doing the occasional supplemental calls to help with that. Speaking of which, we do have one coming up tomorrow after lunch in Eastern Standard Time. Just a shameless plug there. But anyway, yeah, it's certainly good that we're going to focus more on education. And I am absolutely loving every moment of being here in the community with everyone here, from the support staff to the general members to Ace yourself when we have a conversation every once in a while. I absolutely enjoy every part of it.
That's fantastic. And Hunter's correct in saying that, you know, what we've created here, what I've created as the founder creator here of pool funding and the PML lending system, your education has to go deeper than that. So learning about what we have is important, but learning about the mechanics of the digital money we're working with is very important. So we want people to have a good time when they're with us, and we don't want people to experience loss. But sometimes as humans, we could do stupid stuff, click on the wrong button or whatever in doing things, and then end up with a loss. That does happen, by the way. And so I really appreciate what Hunter is doing, the supplemental education he's providing just on how to use cryptocurrency and avoid loss. Okay. It's a good thing. We appreciate him doing that. That's something he's taken up on his own. Yeah, I didn't ask him to do it. He just said, I can do this. And I said, yes, you should do that. And we've even come up with a clever name for it. We call it the Crypto Cove.
Crypto Cove.
The Crypto Cove, like, like the bay. I used to get there, a picture of it. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And once we get our marketplace open, there'll be probably a lot more things like that available in our marketplace when we open that up. All right, very good. Now I saw Carrie, her hand goes up, her hand goes down. Maybe she is in times where she can or cannot talk. But if you would like to say something, Carrie out of Thailand, feel free to unmute and share your thoughts. Nope. Okay. And all right, I think that's takes care of everybody that had their hand up. Is there anybody new, or is there some people that have invited new people here like to just shout out and just like to officially welcome your guests? Feel free to do that. The people that are here, if you've got someone here, go ahead and Casey, if you'd like to unmute, you go ahead. Out of New Zealand.
Kia ora. I'd just like to shout out to my two sisters that are on here that just followed me a couple of days ago.
Okay.
Glad you're on board. Oh, and a shout out to the New Zealand team. Whoop, whoop.
Yay.
Whoop, whoop. Yes, New Zealand.
Raise the roof. Okay. Love it. All right. Yeah, I get invitations all the time to come to New Zealand. I guess I'm going to have to go to New Zealand. Okay. All right. Haven't been there yet.
Ace, you can't wait, Ace. We will give you the most loveliest welcome ever.
You will love New
Honestly,
Zealand, bro. Gotta come. Gotta come.
We've got beautiful weather here, Ace. Look.
Wow, look at that. It's paradise over there too, just on the bottom half of the world, you know. You guys have a different season there, right?
It's beautifully green like the
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in spring.
Yeah, look at that blue sky. I love
We'll
it.
teach you how to make a hangi.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm open to learn.
Okay, awesome.
All right, so let's see here. We've got I think that's everybody. Does anybody else want to do a shout out before we close the call today? I think we're good. Okay, we had close to 200 people here today. Let's see, we're at 158, so they're drifting off a little bit now. But I do want to thank and appreciate each of you that have chosen to be here and spend your time with us today, especially those that are on the distribution list. We're going to pay you to be here. Just give us some time to work through that. We had so many people show up yesterday that I got the programmer involved, and I said, hey, can't we write a script and like automate paying these people? Because, poor Nancy, could you imagine her sending out 200 payments one by one, So it's a lot of work just copying and pasting 200 addresses, during the call. Imagine if it turns into more than 200, it could be a lot of work. So he agreed to do that. So he finally finished the script and people got paid. And if some of you got overpaid, I heard a rumor that some of you got overpaid. That might have happened to some of you. I'm sorry if you got overpaid, if you got paid twice. you know, human error. You know, our
Ooh.
programmer is not free from human error. So, but yeah. Anyway, so we'll do the same thing again today. We'll take the list that we got here. We'll sort through it, get all the duplicates out of it, send it over to the programmer, and then it'll come out of that wallet. The PFG coins for those that are supporting the call today. We appreciate your support. Thank you for being here. And with that, let's take a look at a poster real quick. Okay, I'm going to wrap this call up with something. I would like to have everybody say double dip for twice the fun. Okay, so everybody unmute and say double dip for twice the fun.
Double dip, twice the
Double dip
fun.
for twice the fun.
Fun.
Twice the fun.
Twice the fun.
Get her done.
All right.
Double